Hey everybody, this is Valencia and welcome to my channel, Balloons and Business, where I show you the business of balloon and event decor. So I was really excited because I scored my first decorating job for a college. And this particular job required me to do an open arch. So it's the type of balloon arch that you walk through, and a balloon backdrop, as well as a couple columns. So normally when I make a walk-through balloon arch, I make my own stand. I'll have a plywood base, and then I'll go and get, floor flanges and some electrical PVC pipe. But I found that those arch stands don't last past about 2 or 3 events. I kept having to repair some portion of the stand. So after reading some reviews on Backdrop, I decided to buy this stand and see how this panned out. Now, this stand is very easy to assemble. It reminds me of my Sierra wall frames. All you do is just click the bars together and they're numbered. So it's very, very easy to assemble. You can assemble it in 5 minutes. This stand is 8 feet tall by 10 feet wide. And it is very easy to transport. You just take it apart and you toss it in a bag, and that's how you transport it. Now, this arch is going to be outdoors, so I would definitely recommend purchasing some weights. I purchased these weights off of Amazon. They're 10 pounds each, and the order came with 4 weights for a total of 40 pounds. I would definitely recommend using all 40 pounds for outdoor events, and maybe even purchasing larger or heavier weights for windier days. I'm starting off with my balloons. This is Tough Tex Black and 11 inch. I'm going to blow 2 up at a time. Then I'm just going to underinflate by pressing them against a hard surface, rounding them out because round balloons look better than those coney shaped ones. Then I'm going to tie them together into dupes, twisting the neck 2 times to secure the air. I'm going to do the same thing with another 2 11-inch balloons. It is really important that you underinflate your balloons. You make them more flexible and they work better outdoors. Now I'm going to be using one 18-inch balloon and one 11-inch balloon for this dupe. Underinflate, tie them together. Now I'm going to take 2 dupes and twist them together at the necks, double twist them, and then I'm going to take another dupe and twist that together at the neck to make a cluster of 6 balloons. That's 5 11-inch balloons and 1 18-inch balloons for my cluster of 6. I'm going to show you how I prep the balloons for my balloon columns. So I'm using an 8-inch balloon sizer, and I'm going to take 2 balloons of alternating colors. These are 11-inch balloons, and I'm going to underinflate them to 8 inches by just putting them through the balloon sizer. Then I'm going to double tie them together into dupes. So I'm using 3 colors, red, green, and black. So black will be my dominant color for this balloon column. So I'm going to do 1 dupe with just all black balloons and tie those together. Then I'm going to take my 2 dupes and I'm going to double twist them and make sure that the colors are alternating between red, green, and black. Lastly, I'm just going to show you how I blow up my 5-inch balloons. I'm taking the 2 small nozzles from my electric balloon pump. And I'm showing you all of this because I'm not going to have time when I actually get to the location. So I'm just going to blow up 2 5-inch balloons at the same time, underinflate them to about 3.5 balloons, tie them together into dupes, and then tie 2 dupes together into a cluster of 4. So now I'm here at the location and I am getting started with the balloon backdrop. They wanted a drape backdrop. Now this backdrop is about 8 feet wide by 7.5, 8 feet tall. The panels are 5 feet wide by 10 feet long. However, when you put drape panels on a backdrop, you're supposed to fold them. You don't want to stretch them all out to where it's just one plain panel. You're supposed to fold them so you get the little creases and stuff. So you have to use more panels than what their width is. So I'm using 6 of them because I know whenever I fold my panels, they end up losing about 2.5 feet of width. So I'm just going to carry those drapes down. So you want to make sure that the stand is at the height of your chest so it's easy to put on the drapes and adjust them. And then I decided to use these Happy Kwanzaa banners because this is a Kwanzaa event. I'm also using safety pins to connect my drapes together before I adjust my backdrop up. So that right there is my brother helping me. This is his first time doing balloon work with me. He's helped with the tables and chairs and stuff like that when I rent those out. But this is going to be his first time actually helping me with the balloon decoration portion. So I'm going to show you how I taught him. So I blew up as many clusters as I could before I came to the event, because that does speed up the setup process. You don't ever want to go to an event with nothing pre-blown up. Now I'm going to be using 260 balloons, and I'm just going to tie the ends together in a rubber band. And you've seen this method before if you've watched my videos. I've used this many times before to make my balloon garland base. Now this isn't the only method that I use. I like to do the necktie method, and I also did use the necktie method at this event. But I like to show the 260 method because it's the easiest way for beginners to learn. Sometimes tying the necks of the balloons is a little bit tricky, but when I was down for time or I wanted to save on material, I was tying the necks of those balloons together. Now all of the clusters that I'm using are clusters of 6 balloons like I showed you previously. 5 11-inch balloons and 1 18-inch balloon, or all 6 11-inch balloons underinflated, just to give some depth in the shape of the balloon garland. So I did alternate between clusters that had the 18-inch balloons and clusters that didn't. So you're seeing those green clusters, they don't have the 18-inch balloon, but the black and red clusters did. So by alternating between the thickness of your clusters, it can give you natural shape to your balloon garland. And sometimes people alternate with the number of balloons they have for each cluster. So it's up to you how you want to do your pattern for your balloon garland. Now I'm going to attach this balloon garland to my backdrop stand using a 3 to 4 inch backdrop clip and a 260 balloon. I'm just going to tie the 2 ends of that 260 together and wrap it around a couple times in that clip. Then I'm going to put that clip onto the pole of the backdrop, making sure the 260 is facing outward. Then I'm going to find the balloon closest to that 260 and wrap it around. And now I'm going to attach my balloon garland at 3 places on the side, the bottom, the middle, and the top. I'm going to attach it throughout the top and then on the other side as well. So I used about 9 clips for this backdrop stand total. Now before adding my balloons to the top and the other side, I decided to add another cluster of black balloons at the bottom. So that's a cluster of 6 balloons. A 260 balloon was used, and I just wrapped around 1 balloon in the garland to attach that. I want to make sure it's spread out a little bit at the bottom. I did the same for the red balloons. I just took a cluster of 4 and a 260 and wrap it around that red cluster just to give it some shape before I proceeded on with adding some more balloons. So my brother is helping me add that balloon garland to the top. First, I'm going to attach that red cluster at the far left to the black cluster at the top. And then I'm going to attach the balloon garland to those backdrop clips at the top. Notice how I broke my balloon garland up into 3 pieces, making it easier for me to attach it to the backdrop. So now that I've attached my full balloon garland base to my backdrop, I'm going to add my 5-inch clusters using a rubber band. So you want to make sure that you get a big enough rubber band to do this, because if they're too small, you may pop your balloons. So you just wrap the balloon around your 5-inch cluster, and then you find the cluster that is the same color as the 5-inch decorator, and you wrap that rubber band around 1 balloon in that cluster. Normally I use 260 balloons to do this, but for the sake of time and material, I decided to go the rubber band route. Now it's time for me to show my brother how to make these balloon columns while I start blowing up more balloons for the outdoor arch. So I slid my quad of 4 balloons onto my lamp pole. Then I twisted the 2 balloons that I slid onto the lamp pole first to make sure that the quad stayed on the lamp pole. And then I just made sure that I adjust the colors to where the pattern was consistent. So just twist the 2 balloons on. And you can try to keep the pattern before you twist the balloons on, or you can just twist the balloons on and then, twist them around until you make the pattern. You can do it either way. but you just want to make sure that you are consistent with the pattern. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding on the last quad using a 260 balloon because there is no more pole left and we want the columns to be a little bit taller. So I'm using a 260, wrap it around the quad. Then I'm going to arrange that quad to where I am consistent with the pattern. I'm going to take that 260 and just wrap it around the quad underneath and the current quad that I'm adding. And then I'm going to tie the two ends of the 260 together. Then to top it all off, I'm going to take this 36-inch balloon that I underinflated to about 30 inches. I'm going to double tie that 260 balloon around that neck. And then I'm going to take the two ends of the 260 balloon and I'm going to wrap one end around one balloon on one side and one end around another balloon on the other side. And I'm just going to tie the ends together. Okay, stretch them out for me. All right, put it on top. And then you can just wrap around one around that balloon, one around that balloon. And double tie.
Double tie?
Yep. So my brother did the second balloon column by himself and he did a great job. By the way, these columns were made with lampposts that I bought from Target. So now it's time to do the outdoor arch. Notice I used all 4 weights that I had for the arch, even though it wasn't windy or anything like that, but I would definitely recommend using as much weight as possible just to be on the safe side since it is outdoors. So now I'm just taking my clusters, I'm slipping them onto the pole and I'm twisting the 2 balloons around that I slipped first onto the pole. So you see those 2 green balloons right there, those are the ones we slipped on the pole and we're going to twist them around to make sure that that cluster is nice and secure on the pole. Also, as I'm putting my clusters onto the pole, I want to make sure I push them down first and then twist to make sure I decrease as many gaps as possible. And feel free to rearrange the balloons in each cluster to make sure you cover up as much of the pole as possible. This was a relatively quick process. It only took about 6 or 7 minutes to do, especially with 2 people. Now, after I put all my clusters onto the stand, I want to cover up those weights at the bottom. So using a 260 balloon, I got a couple more clusters and I just attached them to the clusters at the very bottom to cover up those weights. Now it's time to use my 5-inch decorators and some rubber bands to give this arch a more polished look. So since this is a color block balloon garland, that means that my clusters are organized in blocks of the same color. I'm attaching my 5-inch decorators to their corresponding color on the arch. I'm also being mindful to cover up any gaps that I see on the arch with my 5-inch clusters. And this is the finished product after applying Mega Shine. And here's the finished product to my first college gig.
Tried and true, that's the beauty of us. There's something that's to be said about the depth of our trust, and we're still here. You never left my side, we just keep getting better regardless of the times. Something to be admired, we are a work of art.
By the way, this backdrop stand that I got from You Backdrop held perfectly outdoors, and I will be using this many times in the future. If you're interested in getting this backdrop, just go ahead on and click on this link and make sure you put in the code Valencia10 in order to get discounts on select items on the site. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, go ahead on and like it and please subscribe and you'll get notifications on future videos on balloon and event decor. And until next time, I will see you guys later.